returning out of the Delta Center, Salt Lake City on opening night for the Los Angeles Lakers and the Utah Jazz as we close in on game time. Hi, everybody. I'm Marv Albert, along with Mike Fratello, making his return to the world of sports television. Nice of the Jazz to go to all this extent to welcome you back. I know that you have the telestrator all revved up. Phil Jackson is hoping that his club is all revved up. Kobe Bryant still out with that broken hand, so Mike, all revolves around Shaquille O'Neal. The Lakers with Rice, Green, Shaq, Hopper, and Fisher. The one change for the Jazz, Olden Polynice is the starter at center, signed as a free agent. After spending last year with Seattle, he has won the starting job. Phil Jackson making his debut as coach of the Los Angeles Lakers. After sitting out last season, Phil is back with a major challenge. The officials, Joe Crawford, Ted Bernhardt, Michael Smith, and we're underway. The second half of our TNT doubleheader. Thursday to Utah, losing by 16 points. Here's O'Neal. So Shaquille O'Neal is on the board. Green posting up on Malone. And here is Rice. Yes.
Far because of the amount of time in training camp, the Lakers are only able to get so many things in on their offense because Karl Malone hits his patented 17-foot jumper from the foul line area.
All right, thanks, Cheryl. Olden Polynice just picked up a second foul, so he sits down, replaced by Greg Ostertag. Hornacek comes flying through the lane.
That's what they're trying to make the decisions on right now in the half-court sets.
Oh! A facial served up by Shaquille O'Neal. Marv Albert with the czar, Mike Fratello, Cheryl Miller. The block by Ostertag. Keep on the run. Well, the rejection led to the break. Ryan Russell these days coming off the bench. They like Russell to give the Jazz a lift. Here's O'Neal going glass by the Houston Rockets. And Phil Jackson likes to have the veteran in the backcourt. Again, a foul on the Jazz. It's on Ostertag.
We're seeing the results of the new rule changes, the displacing and dislodging of cutters going into the post area.
And a technical foul was called on Jerry Sloan. Apparently that's... So the matchup is Russell and Rice. Here's Hornacek on a quick release. And here's O'Neal off the spin. Oh, he looks sharp. Rick Fox handles for the first time. He just checked in. Shoots the three. Well, not wasting any time. Rick Fox from downtown.
39%. Just couldn't make outside jumpers.
And here's Hornacek. Hits the three. Well, O'Neal from Shaw. Oh, Shaq kept it alive. 1 quarter complete. It's the Lakers 25 and the Jazz 18. We'll be back in a moment.
Utah, do you come right back down the floor and put the ball in Polynice's hands and try and pick up number 4 on Shaquille?
Isley, yes. O'Neal with Rice and Fox up front. And Glen Rice looks like the Glen Rice of the Charlotte Hornets and the Miami Heat. O'Neal feeling for Polynice. Stockton over to help. And Shaq able to go glass once again.
Shaq.
Here's Rice feeling it for 3. Glen Rice with Stockton. Led by Fisher. Oh, beautiful change of pace by John Stockton. Ostertag. Blocked by O'Neal. Here's Fox. He has Shaq as the trailer. Puts it on the floor, and then it's stopped by Ostertag. Hopper not able to hit. Fox converts. Here's with a 9-point lead. It's Utah ball as we come up on 3 minutes to go in the first half. Ostertag from Stockton. Sally, very active. Oh, nice move by John Sally. The Los Angeles Lakers have to be very pleased. They lead the Utah Jazz 43-36, sparked by the big man Shaquille O'Neal. Although in foul trouble, he has 15 points. Ernie Johnson is next on the AT&T Halftime Report.
Ladies and gentlemen.
see the Lakers come out to start the second half and start out with a pick and roll option off the offense.
And Malone able to get down low. Coaches sign and then release Dennis Rodman, Hornacek, and at the moment, no Kobe Bryant. Here's Harper again.
How many times have we seen Utah use its bread and butter play, and that's a Stockton Malone pick and roll?
Hornacek. Here's Green. AC Green. Utah in the midst of another drought. Fisher anticipating, nearly picked it off. Here's Stockton for three. Yes! Hornacek. Polynice.
He's up, the jumper, put back to the basket. He's trying to figure out a way to get points on the board.
Brian Shaw. Isley on the run. Gets it to Russell. And the foul. Stockton for Chilcutt. Osterton. Oh, he's emphatically rejected.
Well,
and Fisher on the run. Rice with the pull-up. Yes. Chilcutt. Well, able to bang it off the glass. AC Green back on the floor for the Lakers. Stockton. Well, John Stockton has turned it around here in the second half. The last time the Jazz lead, it was early moments. They're up 6-4. They've taken a one-point advantage.
If we could ask Phil Jackson right now, I think he would say that there was just a defensive breakdown. They don't.
Again, the double. Rice open. Yes. A three for Rice. He has
found Rice on the weak side of the floor.
Pretty move by Isley.
Time before the double team came.
Malone with the dunk under and hits. Utah by 2.
Well, AC Green thought that Karl Malone was going to shoot his little fadeaway jumper. He started to and then put it on the floor. He caught AC in the air, went in for the easy score.
Fisher for 3. Yes. Derek. And that away from the ball to Stockton was sent flying by Fisher. Malone sets the pick. Stockton. Yes. Utah 74. The Los Angeles Lakers 72.
He's tuning up Fisher right now.
O'Neal getting position. The Jazz looking for an offensive foul. They felt that Shaq flashed the right arm to push off, but the basket counts. The foul on Ostertag, and Shaqers by 3. 4 minutes and 20 seconds left in the fourth. Hornacek comes out shooting off the bench to hit, and the Laker lead is 1. Malone with the power move, just not himself tonight. Here's the double on O'Neal. Rice for 3. Yes, that's 5 from downtown for Glen Rice. Malone posting on Green. Well, the Laker lead is 4. As we come up on a minute remaining in this fourth quarter, trailing by 4. Stockton, yes. It is a 2-point Laker lead, and the Lakers want to talk it over. Phil Jackson is upset.
Still talking to AC Green about the defense and how they're going to play that particular situation in a pick and roll. With Utah, who uses so many pick and rolls, you need to get it straightened out now coming down the last minute.
So that was directed at AC Green. With the ball and a 2-point lead. And Fisher pops and hits. Derek Fisher. That's a 3 for Fisher. He's been hitting from long range. Lakers now lead 87-82. Stockton. Yes. John Stockton turning it in the fourth quarter. 3-point Laker lead. Lakers by 3. Shot clock at 12. O'Neal is fouled. Oh, look out. Shaq 5 of 9 from the line, and he's 2 for 5 from the line this quarter. So here is one of the situations that we were discussing last night with Phil Jackson. If Shaquille O'Neal can be a true leader of this club, Phil says he has to hit the big free throws down the stretch.
Said he has to take on this responsibility, and Shaquille says that he wants that responsibility. He started out the game making them. He's gone backwards as the game's gone on.
Yes, only 2 of his last 6 at the line. 19 seconds left in the fourth. Came up short. And a timeout called by Utah. Might seem to short arm that free throw. Well, and both teams are over the foul limit. Chilcutt is open. Here's the 3. Rebounded by Harper, and he is fouled. Well, he had the open shot. It appeared to be on target, but it rimmed out.
Phil Jackson just sat down and let a big sigh of relief out. I'm sure it's one of the things he talked about in the timeout is how we're going to defend the pick and roll. If you watch both Laker defenders go with John Stockton, they step back. Chilcutt, the three-point shooter. He gets a wide open look at the three-point shot.
So the Lakers won it 91-84, making for a successful Laker coaching debut for Phil Jackson. And they did it despite the foul trouble suffered by Shaquille O'Neal, who got off to the quick start and then had a quiet second half. For Cheryl Miller, Mike Fratello, I'm Marv Albert saying good night from Salt Lake City, Utah. Now let's join Ernie Johnson for Inside the NBA, presented by Hyundai, with scores and highlights from opening night. So we bid you good night from the Delta Center in Salt Lake City, Utah.